A great pleasure and honour to be here. I'd especially like to thank Hanif and the Interfaith Working Group for allowing me to be here today, and thanks very much, Tony. Before I start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land in which we're meeting and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. They hold the hopes, dreams and customs of our First Nations people, who are the oldest living in the culture in the world, showing over 65,000 years of resilience. So, as Tony was saying, I used to work at the hospital. I now am CEO of Memento Mental Health. And one of the things that drew me to change my career and move to the community was the desire I had to be at grassroots to improve people's well-being. And there's a bit of confusion about what well-being is. Some people think that your health is only related to physical health, but what I love is this New Zealand model that I grew up with. I'm from New Zealand, if you can't tell my accent. I've been here 10 years, but I still sound like a Kiwi. But Te Whare Tapawha is an Indigenous Maori model of health. And what it means is it believes there's 4 walls that everyone has, like a house. And to have the ultimate well-being, you need all 4 walls to be upright and where they're supposed to be. And they are your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, and your family and connections. And I absolutely, truly believe in that model of mental health and well-being. You'll see cartoon pictures of me. I live vicariously through my cartoon pictures because instead of sending a text with hello, I'll send a photo of me, a picture of me going hi, because I think it's a great way to connect, which is our first one of the 5 ways to wellbeing that we have now at Momentum, but is introduced around Australia. It was set up through a hospital in Melbourne, and those 5 ways to wellbeing are the same as the 4 walls to the house. They cover them all. And it's the way that you can live the best life you can possibly live. The way I see it, it's a bit like when we go on an aeroplane and they say, if you're in a crisis, you need to put your oxygen mask on before others. That's what this is. It's about making you able to actually have a full amount of oxygen and live your fullest life before you try and help others. So it's about making you better, and I love that. So again, this is me. Hi, I'm connecting. And this is... I've spoken here before a couple of years ago during COVID, and I used these pictures then, and I think they're still relevant today. So the pictures are a World Press Photo of the Year, and it's a woman, an 85-year-old Brazilian woman, hugging her nurse, and she's doing it through a plastic curtain. But the plastic curtain looks like it's got fairy wings. And I will always think that's my favourite photo, I think, because it symbolises to me that unity, connection, especially in a world at the time where we couldn't connect with each other. The top one's a really sad picture, but again, it was a World Press Photo of the Year photo of a woman with metastatic cancer, and she had her son with her, but she had a horse for animal therapy. And so it doesn't have to be a person you connect with. And I get frustrated when I watch TV ads and they talk about improving mental health, or if you're suicidal, talk to someone. For a lot of people, they don't have someone to talk to, but you can talk to an animal. Now, there's a video I'm playing, and it's a man who spent over £1,000 at the vet because his dog kept limping. And it turned out it was he was supporting him. The limp was a sympathy limp, because he just didn't want his owner to feel left out and uncomfortable. And I just think that's beautiful. The power of animals and animal therapy is underrated. So that's about connection. Sometimes I feel like the kitten. Not very often do I feel like a little kitten, but I always pretend and feel good and put on a brave face to be the lion or the tiger. So that's how, with connection, you can feel like a better version of yourself by having others to talk to. You can, so some tips on how you can connect better: talk to someone. Find an old photo and send it to someone you haven't seen in years, but reconnect. You can smile at a stranger. Talk to anything, your dog, your cat, your toy, and go to community events. Events like this are great for meeting new people and bonding. Activity. Now, whenever I do this, a lot of people, oh gosh, yes, being active, they know. But actually what they found across the world was you don't have to go to the gym and do hardcore marathons to stay active. In the countries of the world where people lived the longest, they actually did gardening, walking. So they're the sort of things you can do. Now, on the side of this picture of me, you'll see they're actually brochures. I've done up for Memento Mental Health some brochures of street art walking maps so that you can have a look at some of the amazing street art in Toowoomba. These are some examples that I found. So the one on the side of the woman, old lady doing the splits, just to prove you don't have to say, I'm too old actually to go out and go for a walk. If that lady can be that flexible, she's my idol. They've got, in the middle there is a picture of some stairs, and they've made them musical. So every step you step on, it makes a sound like a piano, and it encourages exercise. And it's all those little things people do to make exercise fun. So that's why I think the walking maps are a great idea. In Canada, while you wait for the bus, they've got these swings that you can swing on like a kid. Really awesome. I don't know how workplace health and safety feel about that, in case you fall off in front of a bus. However, it's a great idea, and I love that. I'd love to see that in Toowoomba. These are some examples of the amazing art that's in Toowoomba, hidden behind little alleyways that you might not have seen. But art is incredibly therapeutic. I'm actually doing my PhD on the value of street art and its impact on mental health and physical activity. So I'm quite passionate about this topic. If everyone can go and appreciate art, I think the world would be a better place. So some tips and tricks, set small goals. So if you haven't walked in years, don't suddenly walk 5Ks, just try and walk maybe down to the letterbox. Getting out of the house for some people is seen as a big achievement, especially people with agoraphobia and they don't want to leave their house. So any form of exercise is great. And mindset is everything. Now I have these some top tips for awesomeness, because awesomeness is my favourite word, up at the back. So all of these are available for you. So I'm realising I'm going over time, so I'll keep going. But you can exercise with other people. That picture of me years ago running a marathon with my gym partner, running partner, she got me out of bed every day. Without her, I wouldn't have even walked to the letterbox. So having people to exercise with you is often good. The next 5 ways to well-being number 3 is to keep learning, which is really important. And Einstein, we had a quote about Einstein earlier, once you stop learning, you start dying. So if we want to live, keep learning. I put the Rubik's Cube on there, as that is my mission, to do and complete a Rubik's Cube without pulling the stickers off and pretending. The picture of the shoe is interesting because half of you will probably see a white shoe with pink on it, which I don't see. I see grey with green, and it's how your brain looks at things. And again, it's a way of learning, and I just love that. And reading books can help improve things for you. So some tips, hopefully. Sorry. And if you're doing laundry and think it's boring, this is art out of laundry. You can make anything fun. I just thought that was so cool. I love the elephant. I love the peace bird. So next time you're hanging something up, maybe think about doing a bird of peace to remind you how great the world is. So it's about doing new things. So even if it's a new cooking recipe, a new puzzle, a new book. Now we have great community libraries here on High Street. You can go and grab a book and return it, or bring another and swap it over, so that it doesn't cost anything. Which I think is great. The picture of the white things are 100 photos of my family tree on my wall, because that's the way I keep learning about my family and where I come from, because understanding your sense of purpose in life and your roots and where you come from can add up to 6 years of extra life, according to the Blue Zone book. Be aware of your surroundings. I work with a woman from Tibet, and she loves ants, ladybugs, and there's something else, another one, it was an insect. And I've learned that ants can live to be 16 years of age, so I don't stand on them anymore in case I'm treading on a teenager. But just that being aware and understanding, and we don't pay much attention. Now, here's a very short video on understanding others. So basically it's a man, he's blind, and he has a sign that says, "I'm blind, please help me." And a lady comes up and he can't see her, but he feels for her shoes. And she comes and she grabs a pen and she writes on the sign and she walks away. And all of a sudden, instead of getting one person dropping a coin every now and then, everyone's piling money on him. And at the end of the day, she comes back and he feels her shoes and he says, "What did you do to my sign?" And she says, "Nothing, I just changed the words." And instead of it saying, "I'm blind, please help," it said, "It's a beautiful day and I can't see it." Yeah, the power of words and understanding. Yeah. So I'll just carry on without my presentation. I talk for hours, you have to excuse me. The last one is about giving back. And I think it's so underrated, the value of volunteering and giving back your time. And I see a lot of the same people in Toowoomba being very generous with their time. And if you're time poor and you can't give back your time, donate blood, donate goods. At Momentum, we have a commercial kitchen where we donate, you come and cook a meal for free, and then we donate it to Tony's Community Kitchen. And it's all about that sense of giving back and helping people. I do have a picture of me on there donating blood where I say my blood type is like my personality, B positive. There you go, a bit of a corny joke that everyone's heard before that has heard me speak. But anyway, I love to remind myself of that. And then I would click and say the top tasks for awesomeness today. So I might just read those off. So to connect, the thing you could do today is smile and make eye contact with someone, with a stranger. To go on a street art walking map. Put on your favourite song and dance to it. Dance to the whole song. If someone follows me in the car, all they will hear is the music pumped up loud on the way to work of doof, 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 as I'm getting ready to go to work and have a great day. So I'm a really firm believer in music as a way to get you in the mood to do some work and enjoy life. To keep learning, you can stretch yourself by doing one thing that scares you and approach it using baby steps, because you've got to keep learning, it's continual. Oh, I might just go... I'll just move forward here. So there's me. There's me with my donating blood. And I use the quote that Tony Wren used about never doubt a group of committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's all that ever has. I love Margaret Mead. She's a social anthropologist like me. She wasn't a social anthropologist. She's passed away now, but amazing woman. So they were the 5 ways. So here we go. So we're up to try a new recipe book or puzzle. Compliment someone today. A lot of people will see someone wearing something nice and they won't tell them. I was at the gym. The true story, my kids think I'm making it up, but I was doing the weights and I was like this, and this 20-year-old person who looked a lot younger than me, so I'd say around much younger, 20 or so, she said to me, "Excuse me," and I thought, "Oh, what have I done? You know, it's wrong." And she said, "I love watching you do weights. You look like your muscles look really good." And I was like, "No way, thank you." And I put the weights down, ran down to, my husband was at the gym, went and said to him, "You'll never guess, someone reckoned I look really good at the gym." You know, but it really inspired me. So the next time I was at the gym, I actually saw someone, I'm not a big fan of tattoos, I'm tattoo-less, but I did see this girl at the gym and she had an amazing tattoo that looked, it was a realistic piece of art. And so I went up to her and I thought, she's going to think I'm an idiot, but okay, I'll tell her. So I went up and said, "I love your artwork. I can't stop staring at it." And she said, "Oh, thank you," and started talking to me for ages about who did it and where she got it done. And I made her day, and I didn't think I would. But we underestimate complimenting others and making others feel good. Number 7, which is about giving back, tell someone the skills that you have, that just in case they want to know. So I love computers, but a lot of people don't. So if you've got a skill set that you like, help someone. Don't just do what's in your job description at work, help people. They feel good and you feel good. And the last one, I love the words awesome. It actually just picks me up and makes me feel great. So if someone says, "How are you?" don't say, "Yeah, I'm all right, I'm okay." Say, "I'm super duper awesome." And you'll feel it. So they're my top tips. You'll see in the middle quote is one of my new favourite quotes by George Clooney. And he said, life is not about being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's about being real, humble, and kind. And mindset is everything, and doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Memento Mental Health, we're at the back there. We offer free programs, free to anyone, to improve your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being. We have 7 wellbeing coaches who are employed if you need one-on-one attention. Again, all free. The aim is to just make you feel good. We won 2 awards at the latest Business Excellence Awards for being the best not-for-profit in Toowoomba and for being the best health and wellbeing organisation. So I'm really proud of that fact. And lastly, your risk of awesomeness today is very high. Thank you.